And good day, and thank you for joining us here once again at Goodtech Academy. I am Adam, and you are those beautiful little brains that have come back here to let me fill y'all with as much raw data as those storage devices will allow. So, today, we will be talking about the bout of a lifetime, the fight of a century. We're gonna end that argument of all arguments that's as old as I am, and trust me, I'm getting up there in age. Which is better, HDDs or SSDs? Hard drives or solid states? We will talk about these two competitors, which is better, which is stronger, what their benefits and what their negatives are, starting right now. In this corner right here, we have the heavyweight champion of the world. He's weighing in at 1.6 pounds, measuring 3.5 inches. Hits the old head, hits the big dog, hits HDD. And in this corner right here, we have weighing in at approximately 0.2 pounds, measuring a minuscule 2.5 inches, hits the young gun, hits the slim powerhouse, hits solid state drive. First off, HDD or hard disk drive. This is one of the oldest forms of storing information on a PC, dating back to HDD's introduction by IBM in 1956, even though it did not become the industry standard until the 1960s. This device stores and retrieves digital data using magnetic storage on one or more rigid, rapidly rotating platters coated with a magnetic material. This device reads and writes with a magnetic head that moves across the platter as it spins. Information is stored in random access manner. This allows the drive to work from outside, spiraling all the way to the inside. These hard drives are considered non-volatile memory because you can depower it and not lose information over long periods of time, which allows for HDDs to be very portable and carry from one system to another with no fear of lost information. Unfortunately, these drives do have two major issues that have plagued them since their conception. One, the drives are susceptible to magnetic interference due to the nature of the storage method. Something like a large, powerful magnetic source, like that on the back of a large speaker, or maybe even an electromagnetic pulse, such as the one done by a high-altitude nuclear explosion, can cause the platter to demagnetize, resulting in a lost data. Two, these drives have gotten better about this over the years, but they are prone to major errors when introduced to physical shocks to the drive when writing and reading, i.e. dropping the laptop on the ground. With all of that, it's not to say that these drives are not capable of holding their own in the arena. They can come in many brands, have two different form factors in 3.5 inch for home PCs and 2.5 for laptops. These drives are capable of storage, as of February of 2021, up to 18 terabytes. And their price range is always going to be cheaper than that of SSDs due to the type of technology that's within them. How about the new guy in the field? The SSD, the solid state drive. This drive was originally conceived back in 1978, but was not able to be implemented and sold to the public until 1991. It has not seen very widespread use even then until frequent years whenever technology was able to push the storage device to the next level of storage capacity and speed in recovering and writing information. In recent years, we have seen the rise and the usage of SSD to the point where it is a question of which is better, SSD devices or HDD. SSD devices use integrated circuit assemblies to store data persistently, typically using types of flash memory. Compared with electrical mechanical drives, SSDs are typically more resistant to physical shock, run silently, and have quicker access times with lower latency. They accomplish this because, unlike HDDs, SSDs store data on small semiconductor chips similar to that of RAM. There is no waiting like on an HDD for it to spin up and movement of the read-write head to save and retrieve info. These drives, even though they sound superior, do have weaknesses though. One, like HDDs, these drives are very susceptible to EMP, but mostly they are susceptible to electronic surges, such as ESD, electrostatic discharge, or power surges that can burn up the semiconductors, causing lost data and damage to the drive. Two, they have an issue with losing data when unpowered for long periods of time. Because SSDs use semiconductors to store that data, these semiconductors do bleed power over time. Eventually, as the semiconductors lose power, the data they store begins to corrupt. Also, this can cause the drive to wear out and become less effective to the point that the drive fails completely. As of the time of this video recording, the biggest SSD on the market that you can get is upwards of 100 terabyte. But buyer be warned, the price of this technology is higher than the standard HDDs, by double to triple the price for the same size of storage. And there you have it. We have weighed in their strengths, their abilities, and their weaknesses. Now, let's get to the fight. All right, you two. I want a fair fight. There'll be no hitting below the SATA cable. I want you to keep it clean. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well then, fight! Well, seems like a tie. Honest answer, as per this guy, is that HDDs and SSDs can both have a place on a computer build depending on the needs of the person or the user. It is ideal for users to save their most important files, the things that they need quick data retrieval for, on that SSD, where on the other side, saving the media and other larger files on that HDD. That way you get good use out of both equipment for purposes that they are meant for. And even then, these are not the end all be all of storage technologies out there. There is CD, DVD, Blu-ray, flash drives, and the M.dot set. And then, of course, you have the new and ever expanding and more popular cloud storage. So there are many ways to store data out there, but when it comes down to it, the big dogs in the field are those HDDs and those SSDs. They are the kings in the field, fighting for control over the PC landscape and a place in your computer. There we are. I hope you learned something. Hopefully you got something from this video. If you did, please leave a comment, hit that like button, and show this guy some love, because I run on y'all's feedback, and whenever there's none there, I get depressed, want to go off and cry for a month. If you really like this and you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not, hit that subscribe button anyways. Until the next time we get to see each other, y'all stay amazing out there, and I will see you again. And until then, goodbye everybody.